Hey everybody, thanks for checking back in on the Fat Farmer series that we're doing here. Just to recap on what's happening, my wife and I decided that we needed to get in a little bit better shape as a part of our sustainable lifestyle so that we could better take care of our farm as well as our bodies. There wasn't really much for us to be able to do on the farm if our bodies continued to not be able to keep up with the amount of work we needed to be able to do. So anyway, we started this 2 weeks ago. Today's day 14. It happens to be a rest day, and I want to give you a little update on how the project's going. I'll go ahead and start scrolling some numbers for you right now and just recite to you some of the important things. Jennifer's lost 1 pound and 1.2 pounds. I've lost 5.8 pounds. And if I were to try to do just the important things here, the things you notice the most, I have lost 2.5 inches off of my waist, and Jennifer has lost almost 3 inches off of her waist. So we're seeing the benefits of this already, and from what we understand, from this point on, about week 3 and 4, we'd really notice it. So we're kind of anxious to see what's going to come in the next couple weeks. Now this program that we're doing, again, it's called Power 90. It's been around for quite a while, and it separates your exercise routine into 2 different phases. It actually calls it phase 1 and 2, and then another one called phase 3 and 4, but it's really just 2 different exercise programs. And we're still on phase 1 and 2, and probably will be maybe until mid-program, if not later. It's been a chore for us to kind of keep up with it, which I guess is a good thing. Some days seem to be a little easier than others, probably just depending on what we were doing for regular activity that day, and then trying to go in and do the exercise program. We have been diligent with it, even though some days we've had to go in at like 8 o'clock at night just to do our exercise program because there was no other time to fit it in during the day. It's been getting done. Also, just to give you a general idea of what we've been doing for food, some of the big things that we're not getting out of our diet, things like whole milk, is probably one of the biggest things that's, not technically supposed to be in the diet, that there's just no way I'm drinking white flavored water. So typically a breakfast for me might be something like a pan-fried egg or scrambled eggs or an omelet, something with eggs, and then like a non-fat cheese inside the omelet, or I might put the egg on top of a slice of toast, which is a whole wheat bread. And we've been switching around which ones that we're buying because we've never bought those before, so we're trying to test them out. Snacks during the day might include things like almonds or cashews or some kind of nut. Might be something like a yogurt parfait or a bunch of other different things. Could just be a whole apple. Lunch typically has been a turkey sandwich. We went out and roasted an entire turkey and had that for dinners for a few days, and also saved up the meat for turkey sandwiches. So that's kind of been the bulk of our lunches lately. And then dinner has basically been our typical what we were normally eating. So for example, our chili. I've been making chili with duck, and duck's a pretty good meat, and the only thing that we've really changed up about that is being more diligent in buying the tomato sauce and the beans that do not already come packaged with a lot of salt inside. Another thing that we enjoy having are tacos. So instead of having beef tacos, we're having more chicken tacos, or having duck tacos or rabbit tacos, and making sure the refried beans are non-fat and things like that, just to try to trim it back. And clearly from the numbers that we got today, it seems to be working. So we'll keep going, and then on day 30 I'll give you guys another update and let you know how we're doing. That'll be our 1/3 mark through the program. Another thing that we're doing to kind of encourage us on this, it just so happens that 90 days is Jennifer's birthday. So that's a neat little goal for us to have. And we went ahead and made one of those silly, I don't even know what you would typically call them, but you know those little rings you make out of construction paper, and you chain them all together to make it so you could tear one off and another one the next day, another one next day, kind of count down. Well, we did that, and I've got this monstrous countdown thing, so every day we can tear one off and we can look at that, and they're labeled, and so we can sit there and we can say, okay, good, we got 78 days left, or whatever the case is, and we can help us count down that way. We've got a calendar too that came with the program, but it counts up. So when you sit there and you think, oh, I'm only on day 14 of 90, is a little less encouraging than seeing the numbers go down each day by tearing the rings off. So it's just another little mental thing we're doing. Anyway, I appreciate you guys checking in on us, and we'll see you again in another 2 weeks. See ya.